How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome back to the Black Box Files with File 25, Mach Rider. And of the 25 games we've seen on the Black Box Files thus far, this is easily the least Nintendo-y out of all of them. But you'll see that when we get in there. We have 4 modes: Fighting Course, Endurance Course, Solo Course, and Design. Now, Design is just like it was in Wrecking Crew and Excitebike. You make your own levels, it can't save, and then you just kind of play what you can until you turn off the machine. Fighting Course is the sort of miniature campaign of 10 races, and then the Endurance Course and Solo Course is like courses that just get more and more difficult as you keep going. The only difference is Solo Course, you are by yourself, and Endurance Course, there are enemies. Because this is not just a racing game, it is a combat racing game. Let's jump in there with Fighting Course. In the year 2112, the Earth has been invaded by evil forces. Journey to neighboring sectors, destroying invaders. And we'll press A or B to start. I guess A is the kind of easier looking one, so I'll take that. You are Mach Rider. Damn right I am. Yeah, very, very traditional looking racing game of its time. Third person behind the shoulder, driving towards the horizon with nothing actually getting closer. But like I said, it is a combat racing game. You see I've got a little machine gun, you can shoot the other people. It's very Mad Max. It's very, very Mad Max. Jeez, it is fast too. It is also an extraordinarily difficult game. In the first level, you have infinite lives. You can keep going. At least I think it's infinite. It doesn't track your life. Well, that was fast. There we go. We're already done. So that was pretty cool. But once we get to the second level, then you only have a certain amount of lives. And you get a little bit of story, kind of. The sector ahead has fallen to the forces of evil. Oh no. Proceed to the next sector. Yeah, they both look pretty much the same, just very 90 degree turns. You are Mach Rider. But yeah, every level gets like a little bit of a little blurb like that. It doesn't actually change what you do, you know. The evil people are here. Drive. You need to find the survivors. Drive. It's just every solution to every problem is to drive. But yeah, again, it's very unlike Nintendo. Ooh, well, there we go. Explode and kind of combine back together. Yeah, it's very un-Nintendo. They actually made another racing game before this for the Famicom, the Japanese version of the Nintendo, called F1 Race, and it was very traditional. It was very, you are a Formula 1 race car driver, and it's the same thing except you do laps. We would actually get the Game Boy version of it later on near the Game Boy's launch window, and I actually really like that one. But while I personally think that would have been a better launch title for the NES, for a black box title, I guess Nintendo thought differently, and what I've heard, now this is one of those things that like you hear about a lot, but I don't think there's actually any official proof of this, but the word is that the reason why Nintendo made this is because they wanted F1 Racer to be on the Nintendo, the NES, but they were like, it's not American enough, because Americans don't care about Formula 1. So they made this Mad Max style game, and I don't know, did it do well? I have no idea, because it's not really one that I have any history of, and I never see anyone talking about it. So I'm not 100% sure if this did well or is considered good. Search for survivors in the city ahead. How will I do that? Drive. I like the long roads here, long straightaways. It's much better for me. If you beat all 10 races, it's like that, I guess it counts as beating the game. It doesn't give you an ending. You just start over and it's harder. So the highest I've ever made it is to level 7. This is an extremely difficult game. And maybe you get lives from points, I've never noticed, but, I mean, doesn't really matter, because all it takes is a single hit against a rock or something, or one of those trash cans on the sides, well, I guess not trash cans, like a wool drum, and you explode, and that's just super unfair, because things come at you so fast. Mind you, you have 4 gears, and I'm controlling it, making it go pretty fast, and to be honest, there's not like a timer, so I can probably go through this really easily and slowly, but I know that if enemies start chasing you in your rear view window up there, then that can kill you too. But yeah, things just come out of nowhere when you're turning, like 90-degree turns. There's no way you can avoid that stuff. It's pretty ridiculous, but yeah, like I said, I have no memory of this game at all when I was a kid. I actually honestly kept making a mistake that this was Rad Racer, which is another... It's related to the Black Box series, but it is not a Black Box title. It was actually made by Squaresoft, weirdly enough. We will actually talk about that, I think, at the very, very end of the Black Box files. There's a couple of kind of extra things to talk about. But yeah, I never knew this was Mach Rider until literally Smash Bros. Melee, and I guess one of the people who must have liked this game was Masahiro Sakurai, who made Smash Bros., because not only is there a Mach Rider trophy in Smash Bros. Melee, which isn't really that weird, but there's also the Mach Rider song that we're hearing while we're driving. That's in Smash Bros. Melee as well, and that wasn't a game that had a lot of extra music tracks. That was really, really cool. Invaders got here first, keep searching. How do you do that? Drive. Ooh, I don't like how up and downy the end of this one is. But yeah, the Smash Bros. Melee had one song per level for the most part. A couple levels had an extra one, like Dr. Mario had its own theme. The Fire Emblem theme was one of those extra ones. And Mach Rider, for some reason, and jeez, big red orbs. That can kill you in a single hit too, so careful. Yeah, I don't know why he had a little bit of a preference for Mach Rider just in Melee, because I don't think he really mentions it in any other Smash Bros. Game other than like stickers and stuff like that. I think there's a Spirit in Ultimate, but it's probably Wario because he's got a motorcycle. But yeah, no, this is just one of those games that completely eluded me as a kid, so I have absolutely no nostalgic ties to it. And it's fine. It's hard. It's very difficult. I could see someone having a good time. How did that not hit me? Having a good time just getting better at the game. But all in all, it's not great. It's definitely one of the weaker Black Box titles, in my opinion, anyways. But they really wouldn't do a lot of other racing games. You know what I mean? Like nothing that's kind of like this. The closest thing actually is I think it's the last Black Box game we'll see, which is File 30. Slalom? Won't get there for a little bit. But Slalom had a kind of viewpoint like this too, but I think it has done it a lot better. Though I appreciate the, again, non-Nintendo-ness of it. I appreciate the Mad Max, like, friggin' Fist of the North Star feeling of that this game kind of gives you. It's kind of neat seeing the destroyed cities in the background. No survivors. Proceed to city in next sector. Alright, that would make sense that I'd drive. You know. So I appreciate that. Not every NES game by Nintendo was adorable little characters and adorable little ditties and music and stuff like that. Though I will say, this is a banging track. I really do like it. It's really, really good. It doesn't get into classic, like, status the way like the Super Mario Brothers theme song or like the balloon fight song does. But this is a pretty good song, so I can't really complain. Oh, when the I didn't mention it, when the road goes white, that's all ice and you'll slip around. Jeez. No, like right there. Like, oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, careful. 4 kilometers left. 3, just gonna let you go by. Ooh, get away from you. Oh my gosh. So, ooh, again, like, the hit detection is really bad in this game. I just find it crazy. I think we made it, though. Yeah! What are we on? Stage 5 next? That's pretty good. I'm not complaining. Stage 5 or 6. I'm just happy I could do this, because this game is so difficult. Nice, Stage 6. Beware, city is occupied by invading forces. Drive. Look at this dip. That's crazy. A lot of just going straight. That will not help me, though. So kudos, jeez, right away. Is that it? Yeah, that was it. Kudos to you if you've ever beaten it. But that is Mach Rider, a very strange game made by Nintendo that they've never really revisited again, which is kind of a shame. I wouldn't mind seeing a new version of this, just to see what they can do with it. But anyways, with that, next time we'll go back to the adorable, cutesy side of Nintendo with an absolute classic with File 26, Balloon Fight. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.